Basically, Liquidation is a new RTS game, which will come soon to the market, I
must be
guess.
cleansed of these inhuman beasts.
And the voice is still so low.
Our time has come.
Okay, you have a video?
Yep.
Okay.
Our time has
So basically, you have 4 races. I'm playing the Crusade currently. It's the only race you can play in the demo currently. This is a demo version where you can only play this one mission.
I have no time to idle.
Okay.
Clever move.
It basically tries to be something between Dawn of War and Warcraft.
Open fire!
Okay.
All clear! Take rest! Another wave will be here soon!
Rest? Are you afraid of these small-minded animals, soldier?
My queen! No, of course not! Crusade gives us strength!
If this is the threat we are here for, I am disappointed. Soldiers of mighty Crusade should not bow to small critters like these. We will deal with this threat, and then we will decide appropriate punishment for this failure, soldier.
Yeah, as you can see, it's really like the Space Marines from Warhammer.
I'm going.
Yeah.
You shall
I
not fear the
that.
Xeno. The Xenos shall fear you.
my skills? Immediately.
Also, one interesting aspect, in the demo version, before this patch, the crystals were blue, now it's orange. Kinda like the new change.
As the Crusade requires.
But you can already see, yeah, this race is something like Space Marines. The heavy armor and superior firepower.
Stay focused.
And the leader really looks like it.
A strong divine presence here. There may be several shrines nearby. We should take control over them to gain the favor of the gods. Do not mistake compassion for
Also, an
wisdom.
interesting part in this game is you collect passively resources. You don't actually have to use workers for it.
Awaiting orders.
So what this one building?
Wisdom. No mercy.
You only have to build this building and it will extract the Quinarium
So the
automatically.
gods might smile upon you.
Research completed.
No obstacle will stand. Time to end this.
Also, a few game aspects are really
No
interesting.
obstacle will stand.
Like your units can
One of
actually
the
equip
ancient
auto weapons.
colossi. We believe their designs were forever lost.
During our Quirinium excavations, we managed to find this one buried deep beneath the earth. Power source seems to be depleted, but we believe we can revive him with liquid Quirinium.
These ancient souls bound to metal will be a fine addition to our supremacy. Do whatever is necessary to awaken him.
We have captured a monolith. Building completed.
Awaiting orders. Understood.
But yeah, this race is really cool because you build like
I'll
monuments
handle it.
and heavy structures and also big
We have
maps.
encountered the enemy.
This world breathes its dying.
Building completed.
This battle is your last. Clever move. At last.
I must really say the game already feels great
Research
from
completed.
gameplay technique here. And
Research
this is
completed.
only one of the first demos.
I'm going.
Whatever it is, I'll do it. Understood.
Clever move. On my way. Clever move. Perish! This world must be cleansed of these inhuman.
Biomass node detected.
Whatever it is,
Okay,
I'll
well, finding
do
is
it.
not perfect.
I'll handle it
But damn it.
Research completed.
immediately.
But well, it already got waypoints,
At
and
last.
you can actually set the waypoints for your units to go. That's pretty cool and impressive for a first demo.
Yeah, that's finally getting these radio.
Yeah. Mushroom. Oh. Get there.
This world must be cleansed of these inhuman. At last. On my way. At last. At last. No one stands in my way. Clever move. Clever move.
And yeah, like I said, now my Crusader, the
Unit
melee
ready.
guy, now got an axe instead of his sword and shield, which makes him a little bit more DPS style.
There is no room for hesitation.
Other units have as well something, like the infantry, the rifleman, can arm a sniper,
This world
which will
must be
make them
cleansed of these
very hard
inhuman
DPS to
beasts.
We have captured
but
a
he will
monolith.
shoot much slower. And my hero died. God damn it.
On my way.
He also got
We have
tougher
encountered the
abilities,
enemy.
like the Protect or the Holy Light, and also two other ones.
Clever move.
For every shine that you take, these little things,
On my way.
you get a new ability.
On my way.
Okay. I guess the last one is pretty busted.
Well, I must actually say all three. The first one is not that impressive, in my opinion, but the other three are really impressive strong, especially in early game.
Do you require my counsel? Clever move. Clever move. Clever move.
Unit ready.
At last. On my way. At last. On my way. Do not mistake compassion for wisdom.
Thankfully, heroes can be rebuilt
Unit
or
ready.
resummoned, however you want to call it.
I'm going.
You have actually three resources.
At last.
You have the
Unit
Quenrium,
ready.
which will be gathered through these crystals. Then you have also the Faith, or whatever it's called. Fortitude, exactly. Fortitude, and this is only gained by the monoliths. The more monoliths you have, the
Do
more
not mistake
resources
compassion
you
for
get.
wisdom. On my way. Clever move. I'm going.
Biomass node detected.
I'm going.
This is one of the corruption spawners. It will spawn enemies as long
There
as
is
it
no room
lives.
for
And I need
hesitation.
to kill this, otherwise it will overrun me.
No one stands in my way. Our top
Research completed.
The corruption is not yet actually a playable
Biomass
race,
node destroyed.
but as I saw, if the Kickstarter gets
last.
enough money, they will
you in
actually
need of
try
my
to make the
unparalleled
corruption a
expertise?
playable race. So basically you will have 5 races in the game.
Yeah, okay. So, 4 races, but plus the infestation.
Yeah, but you can play the corruption then as well, if they get enough money.
If, yes, Kickstarter.
on my way.
Which I will really appreciate, because this looks like one of the few RTS you could actually play
No one stands in my way.
because it's really good.
I'm going. Clever move.
Unit ready.
I'm going. No obstacle will stand.
We have encountered the enemy.
Clever move.
Unit ready.
I'm going. No obstacle will stand. Clever move. I'm going. I'm going.
One good thing on this mission is the enemy doesn't take over your shrines back,
Unit ready.
which is really good.
Research completed.
No obstacle will stand. No one stands in my way. Clever move. Clever move. On my way. There is no room for hesitation.
Biomass
I've
node
also talked with
destroyed.
the developer a
Research
little bit,
completed.
and I must say, you can really see that he is passionate about the game,
I'm going.
and he also listens for what
I'm
other
going.
people say.
So he has a Discord.
Yeah.
That's right.
He has his own Discord and is really active in it.
The enemy has bypassed our defense perimeter. This outpost will be overrun. Revive the Colossus.
But, sir, in his current state, we...
Obey the order. Wake him. Now!
This is so good.
Commencing purification protocols. On my way.
I have no idea what this is referring to.
Awaiting orders, sir.
So, it's one of the bigger units that you normally don't get in this mission, so it's really helpful. He's
Awaiting
really
orders, sir.
tanky.
Yeah, that's a territory.
Moving now.
Yes.
Well, normally you don't get
I'm
in this gameplay you don't get any heavy mechanized
Biomass
units,
node destroyed.
so this is a little help.
At last. No obstacle will stand.
Your instructions?
There is no room for hesitation.
So my melee fighter will probably die now, but I'm still okay because I'm now rushing the enemy base. Also, the game works with knockback. If I wouldn't have activated the DT Protect, my units would actually stagger back and have knockback from these giant tentacles.
No one
That's kind of
stands in my
cool.
way. No obstacle will stand.
Oh,
Clever move.
yeah, like he fell down, and he did it again.
Oh yeah.
Trivial task.
I don't like that at all.
Passion for wisdom. I'm going.
And I heal about
Take compassion for wisdom.
damn it.
There is no room for hesitation.
Good thing
No
I brought
one stands in my way.
reinforcements.
I'm going. Perish! This battle is your last!
As the crusade requires.
Do not mistake compassion for wisdom. No mercy! This world must be cleansed of these inhuman beasts.
Yeah, thanks to
No
this
one
building,
stands in
the
my
enemy
way.
will spawn continuously
Do not
enemy
mistake
attack waves.
compassion for
But
wisdom.
now that I'm killing it, he will no longer send enemy waves against me. That will help a lot.
This battle
And also
is your
he can climb next
last.
to it.
As
This
the
is also
crusade
helpful.
requires.
Clever move. No one stands in my way.
And now
I
with my
serve
upgrade
the
finished,
Twilight
I can
King.
actually arm my rifleman with
I
snipers,
serve the Twilight King.
which will give him a huge boost in damage.
Rifles ready.
This world must be cleansed of these inhuman. At last. At last.
I think I should get my commander back and a healer.
Unknown biomass signature detected.
I've no
How
time to
inconvenient.
idle.
We have
The enemy
captured a
spawns
monolith.
point right next to me. That's good.
No obstacle will stand.
Research completed.
Yeah, having the mech on my side is
Research
really helpful.
completed. Research completed.
You do much.
No obstacle will stand.
Well, normally units that fight in melee have
Unit
a
ready.
debuff, but he does a lot of damage, even in
Do
melee,
not mistake compassion
Really
for
helpful.
wisdom. At last.
because these small critters which the Corruptors, these big things spawn, will normally go into your
Biomass node
firing
destroyed.
lines and disturb your units.
Unit ready.
At
But
last.
thanks to the mech, he just crushes them.
No obstacle will stand.
Also very little snowmen.
I'm
I
going.
have no idea why, but that's good.
On my way.
Unit ready.
And now I got a flamethrower.
My watch is
The flamethrower makes my Royal Guard unit
I serve.
melee more
Awaiting
melee
orders.
fasting. How is it called? They
Instructions
need to go
received.
into melee range, but at least they do more damage. Which is kinda nice.
Building completed.
Reporting in.
I wanted to heal you. Thank you.
There is no room for hesitation. I'm going.
So now that I covered this entire enemy base,
I'll
I can
handle
have more resources.
it immediately.
Research completed.
I'm
And I
going.
have 3 minutes left until my objective is done.
At last.
But I think in overall,
At last.
I must say it's not the best
at
looking
last.
game I've seen. But firstly, this is just a demo and it's
Clever move.
really early because they just started their Kickstarter basically. And it already looks,
I would say it's a good start.
Clever move.
yeah, it's a really impressive start, honestly. I've seen a lot worse.
Yeah.
No one stands in my way.
Mother
No one
wait.
stands in
I
my way.
think after.
On my way.
Weapon effect I wait also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awaiting orders.
We have encountered the enemy.
Immediately.
No obstacle will stand. Clever move. No obstacle will stand.
Immediately.
Standing ready. Our time has come.
Building completed.
At last.
The game
Instructions
works with a
received.
few mechanics that other games
Instructions
don't
received.
implement. And I don't see why.
Immediately.
Unknown biomass signature detected.
There is no room for hesitation. I'm going. Clever move.
Instructions received. I'll handle it. I'll handle it.
Do not mistake compassion for wisdom. Clever move.
I serve the Twilight King.
No obstacle will stand. Clever move. No obstacle will stand. No one stands in my way.
We have captured a monolith.
Oh no, I got the last
No
ability.
obstacle will stand.
I haven't even showcased Nightmare yet.
No obstacle will stand. On my way.
Thanks to the new ability, I can basically just burn the
Biomass
enemy
node
to
destroyed.
the ground.
No obstacle will stand.
It does a lot more damage if more enemies are standing together.
This world must be cleansed of these
Okay, now I'm done at
No
20
one
minutes
stands in my
behind.
way.
Let's see what I got for us.
Their vicious attacks are unrelenting and their numbers endless. More troops we lose, we just bolden their numbers, brother. We must retreat and reassess this threat. These are no mindless beasts.
Call in an extraction team.
Unit ready.
This is Ironclad 1. We are taking heavy fire, unable to reach rendezvous coordinates. We are sitting down. Commander, you will have to come to us.
Okay, now I need to get over there. Which will be behind enemy lines, obviously.
No obstacle will stand.
Of course.
Do not mistake compassion for wisdom.
Thankfully I
No
covered
one
the
stands
entire
in my
map
way.
except the part where I didn't
Building
was able to
completed.
go on yet. So it should be right easy.
Clever move.
So now to showcase some other things. The rifleman, I wanted to call them Impulse. Good. Nice.
Yeah.
They have
Yes, sir.
also an
Acknowledged.
ability. Later on, more units will have abilities, I guess.
Understood.
It basically lets me
As you say.
draw a grenade, which will then
Understood.
launch enemies back
Right away.
and damage them. Also Nightmare. With Nightmare I can disable units. Enemy units will then be disabled.
As you say.
So I can take him out more easily.
Our time has come. This battle is your last.
Biomass node detected.
At last.
I'm honored that you require my skills.
Understood.
I have no time to idle. At last. I'm going.
We have encountered the enemy.
Oh god damn it. Didn't know where you've got my sniper rifle marine.
Rifleman standing by.
Do not mistake compassion for wisdom. Our time has come. Our time has come.
I like that the worker
Hard
actually has
work
a weapon.
conquers everything.
It might
There
not
is
be
no
the
room
best
for
weapon,
hesitation.
but at least he has a weapon.
No obstacle will stand. On my way. Clever move.
Some outposts will probably die to the enemies who will spawn
Clever
now
move.
while I'm going,
At
but
last.
that's okay.
Okay, you only have
There's no
50
room
seconds.
for hesitation.
One thing that is actually bothering
We
me,
have encountered the enemy.
you can only have 18 units and control them.
Don't waste my time.
Every more units will not be following your orders.
Agreed.
That's an issue. Like, it's like bourgeois.
That's like starting
No,
with
it's-
yeah.
That's, yeah.
Well, the developer already said it's
Consider it
only for
done.
the demo now. He will try something else and think of something. But
There is no
Well-
room for hesitation.
I mean, it's something.
Yeah.
At last.
18 is not such a bad number in this
I got
game,
it.
actually.
It depends on the max supply you can get.
Yeah, currently it's only 40 that I have, so
Our time has
it's pretty
come.
okay. And now Nightmare actually works. He's much slower.
Our time has come. This world must be cleansed of these inhuman.
Stay focused.
No, don't.
Let's make this quick.
Uh,
Agreed.
This world must be cleansed of these inhuman beasts.
Moving out. Of course, my lord.
This world must be cleansed of these inhuman beasts. There is no room for hesitation. At last. On my way.
The Quinlan must flow.
Our time has come. Clever move.
This world breathes its dying breath.
Our base is under attack.
Yep, there it is. Now Vers is showing my stuff.
oh, I tell you where so like.
Consider it done.
Okay,
Unknown biomass signature detected.
Another one.
On my way.
Our base is under attack.
Well, I don't care.
At last.
Yeah, it's
Destroy
not
the
big.
enemies.
It's like we are within itself.
Option for wisdom. There is no room for hesitation.
So, I will say with 4 more races
Our
and
base is under attack.
a lot more abilities and more units, because obviously you only have 3 main units.
Is eternal.
And more supplies. Also, yeah.
You basically just have the
Onward, standing
rifleman, where he is, there, the Crusader and the Royal Guard currently,
Yes, my lord.
and also your 2 heroes,
Our base is under attack.
which are basically your main forces.
me wisely.
And later on you get mechanicals like Colossus, which seems kind of cool.
I am a servant of the
I must really say I
Crusade.
like the design of them. It's really good
Onward,
made.
standing
Actually.
by.
Stop camera.
Too much zoom.
What is your will?
The ground also looks very interesting.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you can see he didn't.
that's interesting.
There is no room for hesitation.
That's like a goal best way to hide to the animation for buildings. You either dig under the ground and you make it pop during the animation
Are you in need
of
of my
creation.
unparalleled expertise?
That's how the buildings are made.
Yeah,
Like
This world must be cleansed of these inhuman. No
Yeah, but the
obstacle
game-
will stand.
later on it could really
Building
be a
completed.
really good game. I hope for it that it succeeds.
Setting course to 000.
And that's about the current playtest demo. And I really
Yeah.
must say the game is neat made, the design is neat made. It's just it could be one of the RTS we are actually so desperately grasped for. Because
that's
currently,
a long way to go for me.
yeah. But the RTS scene hasn't seen any this good games lately.
Yeah.
Thought I really loved the new Age of Empires releases and stuff like that. But I feel like this game could actually be something where I will invest more in a few hours again. And it's a real cool setting with this sci-fi, and the Crusade really interests me because it's so much like Warhammer 40k.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you will.